Okay, I figured today I would hit on a topic that was just recently brought back up about what I look for in a man or what I think a good man is, and it actually kind of flip-flops into a good man or a good woman. I'm very selective about my company, and I always have been. It's funny, when I first moved to Maryland, I kept getting questions of what kind of things do I look for, and every time I would answer, guys would always tell me I was asking too much and I was being unrealistic. Unfortunately and fortunately, I've been blessed with having wonderful men in my life. I'm definitely a daddy's girl. Anybody who knows me knows it. And most of the men in my life, most of the men in my family are good men. So I don't fall for the typical what a man's supposed to be or what people believe is supposed to be, or the excuse. Because a lot of times men that do little dirty doggish things say stuff like, well, that's just in a man's character, and you just got to, accept it for what it is. No, sweetheart. That's what you do when you want to make the excuse and you feel better because you think if everybody else is doing it, then it makes what you're doing is okay. No, I think as an adult, you have to take responsibility for your actions. But just to give you guys an idea, it's broken down into two parts. And like I said, I initially wrote it down just so I can see it for myself, and kind of bring clarity to my own thoughts. So it's broken down in two parts. The first one is the ideal man. The second one is my personal fetish. And they're two vastly different things. But the first one is an ideal man. It is a man who is honest, realistic, and hardworking and thoughtful. He thinks through things before he takes action. He considers more than just himself. He doesn't think that to pamper or be pampered makes him a punk, and he strives to understand the true meaning of a good man and a good woman. He selects carefully the people that he wants in his life. He gives of himself because it feels good, and he takes the time to enjoy his surroundings. He's not afraid of differences, and he has passion in how he feels and views the world. He's willing to go that extra mile for those that he cares about, and he understands that his woman is grown and has a mind of her own. He loves and respects the challenge of her femininity. He spends more time creating than destroying and is proud of who he is, and he doesn't have to tell the world because eventually those who are important to him will know. Now, the second side of that is my personal fetish. My personal fetish is a man who's 6 foot or above. He's thick and cut with strong facial features. He's got a nice jawline, big hands, eyes a sister will melt in, lips that a sister will dream about, and thick, strong legs to clasp onto. He's got skin that's some beautiful shade of natural brown, and he dresses to get positive attention. I love a black man in a suit. Sorry, side note. And he smells so good that you just want to be near him to breathe in his essence. But everything mentioned about the ideal man that I just read you must be included. Don't get me wrong, I love eye candy. I love a fine man. But if you're a fine man with nothing else to offer than your looks, just be pretty for mommy. Don't say nothing. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Just some mind candy. I like that word. Somebody recently shared that about my father's book. Just some mind candy. Just some stuff for you to think about. Because it's funny, we often run out thinking that we know what we want and don't end up with anything near because we've never really thought about what would be good for us. There are good men, there are good women. But you got to know what one is before you fall into the abyss of something that is nowhere near good. If it, looks good and it appears good, a lot of people run to it. And then when they get in a situation, they realize it's nowhere near that because they have no clue what they're looking for. Anyway, have a good one.